I'm going to prove to you ladies today that I am a very human being. You know, as I talk and share these thoughts with you, I sometimes wonder, am I too real with you? And you think, why do I listen to this woman? She's got more problems than I do. But I was reading in Luke chapter 12, verse 27. It's a very familiar passage. It says, "Consider the lilies, how they grow. They toil not, they spin not, and yet I say unto you that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these." Of course, I just went through the Easter season where we were using lilies as a flower, and I looked at it very closely, and it made me think of this verse, and I started realizing that when the Bible uses that verse, it talks about it in such a way that to try to help us to realize we're not supposed to take a thought about our raiment. We're not supposed to take a thought about our clothes. We're supposed to trust Him for our everyday needs. Now, I have a tendency to not want to trust God. Right now, I'm begging Him for something in my life. I'm begging Him to do something in my life in a short period of time. It's something I've been praying about for about a year and a half, but the heat has been turned up, and I now need this right away. I need it to happen right away. So I've been begging Him to make it happen. And so as I started praying for this thing in a more intense way, and then I saw these Easter lilies, and I thought, you know what? If God, the God of all heaven, can take care of the clothes that I have on today. Today I've got red, white, and blue on. I got red, white, and blue boots that my niece gave me, and I love to wear them. And so I got a shirt for $5 at a truck stop, and I got it on, and I just think that's neat. But I thought, if God, the God of the universe, cares enough to clothe me and give me what I have on, then why can't I trust Him for this other thing that I'm begging Him for? You know, God, I guess the thing that I got out of this, consider the lilies, is that they don't, they just are clothed by God. They toil not, they spin not. They, there's, their leaves are not blown off of them. They stay together because God planned it that way for them. Well, I really believe that in this verse, it's saying that we're supposed to just trust God to take care of it. A couple verses up from there, it says, "Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and God feedeth them." So he's talking about food there. Then 3 verses later, he's talking about flowers and your raiment. So if I really believe that the basis of all this scripture right here is to say to us, hey girls, let's trust Him. Let's realize that He is there to take care of our every need. Do you have a need today, ladies? I guess that's what I'm trying to say to you. If it's a big need like mine right now, or if it's a small need, can you trust Him with it? I believe you can, especially when I look at these verses and realize that God says to me, I care about you, Loretta, on an individual basis, on a daily basis. I'll care for your needs. And isn't it a wonderful thing that we have a God that is such a big God that He can care for each one of us on an individual basis? I hope this is an encouragement to it. I hope it will tell you, yes, Lord, I can trust you. Yes, I can know that you are going to care for me. You're going to take care of my needs. You're going to answer my prayers because you are a God that loves me and cares for me. What a great thought today. Consider them lilies. Consider Him today and just trust Him for whatever you need to trust Him with. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice.